The group behind protests which led to the overthrow of longtime leader Omar al-Bashir says the power-sharing deal will need a lot of work for effective implementation. Spokesperson for the Sudanese Professional Association says Sunday that under the new deal, the forces of Declaration of Freedom and Change will choose the country's next prime minister.
We have our names for our candidates for the Supreme Council and the Prime Minister ready. The idea is that the Prime Minister will then work in establishing his team, his cabinet, because they need to work in harmony. So, and he will be the first executive officer in the Sudanese state. So he needs to choose his minister, his cabinet, his team from within the candidates that are provided from the forces of freedom and change.
Amjad Fareed also explains how the next 3 years will be governed between the two parties.
The first 6 months will be focused on the peace process and the security arrangement and the security reform and the military reform, the reform of the army, the restructure of the armed forces. And this, actually, we need this more. We cannot allow the military to have the period, the 18 months before the election, while we are heading to the fairest fair and free elections in Sudan.
The forces of Declaration of Freedom of Change and the Sudanese Military Ruling Council reached a power-sharing deal last week.